Hi everyone, I'm Robert,
Hey, I'm Kat.
and this is our TLC Fall Session A Level 2, Class 1.
We're looking at transitions,
Yes.
what we mean by that is that we want to go from being sort of the do a move, do a basic, do a move, do a basic, into a little bit more of a dance using some moves we know really well to kind of break that, sort of choppiness up.
Yeah, kind of eliminate some of the monotony that comes from doing the basic as like kind of your safe spot, right?
Right.
So we came up with a little sequence, and we just sort of played with treating each move as like a variable that you can adjust.
Mm-hmm.
So the first, I guess we'll do it this way. First is a top turn, a triple, triple, a lead belt turn, triple, triple, a follow turn, and then a swing out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we did that a bunch. It's all stuff that's pretty easy. We've covered it a lot in our other classes. And then the idea was sort of to play with it. So really, instead of doing the basic to think about what's next, that sequence is like your basic. It's 4 moves that you always use to start with.
Yes.
So we started from the back, the end, moving forward, where we started with a variation of the swing out. So instead of your normal swing out, right, 3, 4, step, back, trip, step, we did a swing out to a follow outside turn, and it's open. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
And as a lead, the way I lead that is after 1, 2, 3, and 4, I let go of this hand, and then 5, 6, and I just sort of let the follow peel away from me.
Right. Yeah, and as a follow, I'm first making sure this connection is solid, because once he drops that hand, that's all the connection I have. And that is the way I feel him just letting me peel away.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the other thing for follows is we really want to be listening with our bodies, not anticipating, and that takes some relaxing into the dance.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing kind of for leads is from here, if I, normally with this hand I have like additional reinforcement, right, so I can keep track of my follow, but without this, if I bring on the 5 and I have my arm straight out, it's easy for Kat to lean back and feel lopsided. So instead, we turn, on 5, instead of my arm straight out, I kind of bring it in a little bit so that my follow stays over her feet. And then with 6, I stretch it out again.
Right.
So that way it's more of a linear move and Kat's not curving around me.
Exactly.
So we added that to the sequence, right? So you have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. And the idea is we learned each of these variations and then eventually let the leaders choose which variation they want to do.
Right.
So from there we moved one move forward from the altering the follow turn.
Yes.
So before we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and instead we did a shoulder catch. A 1, 2, 3, and 4, step and triple out.
Right.
Easier from this side. So for leads, after the rock, step, triple step, I want to place my hand on my follow's back, and then it's just step to cushion, and then triple back out.
Right.
So I'm basically acting like a spring, compressing and letting the follow travel back.
And as you can see, that turns this move into an 8-count move, which is one of the things you can use if you need to finish the phrase with an 8-count or rather than a 6-count.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another transition.
Yeah, so it looks like this. So rock, step, triple catch, sink, triple out, boot, bop, bop. And from here, the 4th move is a swing out, so from here we went straight to a swing out, right, and curved around. So we did the 4th move, the 3rd move. The 2nd move was the trickiest. Instead of a normal belt turn, right, do-da-da, we went into sailor steps. I'm sorry, the skater hold. 1, 2, triple 1, triple 2, and not step, but triple 1, triple 2, triple turn, and then a tuck, turn, send out. And then from here, we did move 3, and then move 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we demonstrate that move from the other side as well?
Yes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the orientation we just had. Goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3. Release. 2, 3, 4. And then move 3. And then move 4.
Yeah. And as you can see, rather than the regular belt turn, in this variation, the follow is staying put rather than traveling.
Exactly.
Only the lead travels on that one.
Yeah. So the idea is by adding kind of a more complicated baseline, being these 4 moves instead of just the basic, while the lead especially is thinking about what to do, it kind of makes the move, the whole dance a little more interesting, more fluid, instead of this stop, start, stop, start, stop, start that comes from having a basic or 2 in between every move.
Exactly. And as I said, for the follows, this involves a lot of listening with your body, keeping your feet under you. We also talked about a little bit about keeping our core solid. So one thing that helps is to make rotations easier. It also helps us to stay in balance when something is unexpected, and that just takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
And anyway.
We have a little material dedicated specifically to the follow because listening doesn't mean being passive. There's a lot of active listening that we'll explore.
Exactly.
But the idea is we're trying to just mix up how a lot of dancing happens and make it a little more varied. So that's it for this week. We'll build on this next week and we'll see you then.
All right, bye, thanks.